Happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome to Alive and Streaming. I'm your host, Ted Aguilar, and I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing well, and we have a special guest coming in. It's for special guest. I'm going to say guest as in plural. And I have the guys in Mordred, DJ Pause here coming up, and I got Danny White, Scott Holderby, and Jeff Gomes. Look at this.
Yo.
Hello, gentlemen.
There he is.
Hey, how's
How
it
are
going,
you?
brother?
Welcome to Alive and Streaming. I just introduced you guys. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Danny White on guitar, DJ
Yep.
Pause on the turntable, Jeff Gomes on drums, and returning guest Scott Holderby on vocals. Hello, how you guys doing?
Really good.
Right.
Great.
Hey, man.
Excellent.
I'm just going to say something. Scott was like my second or third guest on my stream about 9-10 months ago. So let me see it. It's not on Facebook Live for, hold on a minute.
Oh,
My thing is saying continue.
Hold
because
on a
it's
minute.
Recorded,
turn
but it will
on
not-
original sound live on stream services.
Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. A little technical difficulties, but hey, it happens. We're live. We're
I got
live.
rid of that pesky box. Now I can see everybody.
All right,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I lost my Zoom screen, but I'm here, I guess. Am I here?
you're back. You
I
guys
see
back?
pause.
All right,
Well,
I
Pause.
see everyone.
Pause. Oh, there he is. Okay, I thought he fell.
All right, all right. Like I said, I'm going to continue. I had Scott. Scott was my second or third guest about like 9-10 months ago on my stream, and we were reminiscing about the good old Mordred days. Talked about In This Life. We talked about fucking Fool's Game, all that stuff. But now you guys are back with a new album called The Dark Parade, which is fucking awesome, man. I've been listening to it all week, and I was mentioning to these guys earlier. Me and my wife Trisha were listening to it at breakfast,
Awesome.
checking it out. And I have to say,
Thank you very much,
Thank
Ted.
you.
I have to say, welcome back,
Right
guys.
on.
Welcome back to the scene. It's good to have you guys back.
Well, thanks for having us.
Good to
And
be back.
it's good to be back. And actually, Ted, you were my very first interview for the Acting the Fool show that we kind of came up with the concept for maybe a couple of weeks before we did our interview.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, he could do an interview. Perhaps I could do an interview and we can do a live stream show thing too.
Yeah. And we're doing it.
Just in a
But-
totally different way, but it was inspirational and I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I have to say, man, this Mordred album, Dark Parade, what really caught me first, the album cover. The album cover is fucking incredible, dude. It's scary. It's scary. You know what I mean?
Claudio Bergamin.
Who did the album cover? And
Claudio Bergamin.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, he's a Chilean dude that's moved here now. He's in the Bay Area. He actually lives about 10 minutes away from me.
Oh, no
which we
kidding.
didn't know. Yeah, neither of us knew that. And after the record came out, he wanted to get a copy of it, and I was like, yeah, let me. Where are you? And he was like, I'm over here. And I was like, because I don't want to say where he is right now, but he's like about 10 minutes away from my place.
Oh, that's funny.
And I was like, dude, I'm gonna drive
Hey,
over
no.
right now. And we just went over there, and I gave him the record, and we talked. And I met his girl, and we hung out and chatted about all kinds of stuff. Great guy, super nice.
That's
guy.
great. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. See, Ted,
I need
your show
that.
is so good because I learned something new.
I think we all learn something new every day in life. We all
I
learn
hope so.
something new every day in life. And today
Every
I had to
day.
wear
Every
the
day.
shirt to show the support. I love this shirt. I wear it all the time when I can. But let's talk
And
about the Dark
Ted,
Parade. Yes.
That's an original shirt from the first pressing, isn't it? That you're wearing.
I think so. You gave it
Yeah.
to me at your show at the Ivy Room when you
It
played
was,
with Dress the Dead.
I had saved some T-shirts from back in the day, and I actually had a couple of those original press tees. Those were the very first T-shirts we put out, and at least with me in the band, there was another T-shirt before me, but that's one of the original ones saved in
How
a
can you
box all
tell,
these
Scotty?
years.
Is it the hand? How can you tell?
Because I had it in a box and I gave it to him.
Oh, that's
I got two
how.
more. Yeah,
All
I got
right.
two more, and that's what I brought down to Craig's shop so he could match the ink color.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so Ted, you're an OG wearing an OG shirt, dude. What can I
Well,
say?
I love the band. Like we talked about on the last stream, I love fucking In This Life is my favorite. It's one of those albums where fucking such a original and unique sound, you know. Then here comes the Dark Parade, and it's totally Mordred of today. I mean, you guys weren't trying to. We need to make it In This Life 2 or Vision 2. It's just let's just create. Of course, you have the essence of Mordred in you because it's you guys, but it's what you guys are feeling today, which is good. The production is good, the songs, the sequence, the album cover. And I've been listening to it. I'm like, there's some unique sounds in that album, man. You know what I mean? Very unique sounds. And
Thank you.
even the riffs, I could tell it's like you and fucking Jim riffing. You could tell just by the hand. You know what I mean? So I'm like, it's awesome. There's metal.
It sounds local. Does it sound local?
No, it doesn't sound local. And DJ Pause, man, the sounds you get from the turntables and all that, you don't overdo it, dude. It just comes in right at the good time, right at the right moment, and it just makes it so fun and happy. I like it.
Right on, man.
Well, DJ Paz is a very tasteful individual.
Yes, he is.
Hey, well, I gotta admit, sometimes, my fellow brothers, my Mordred brothers, gotta tell me, look, slow, ease up a little bit, because I get in there, I get all creative in my head, and I'm trying to do too much sometimes. So, but it's fun. It was fun. I gotta say, writing and recording the Dark Parade felt like recording and writing In This Life to me.
Okay.
Just getting so creative and diving in there and trying new things and just opening up and doing what we do and just not afraid to jump out of the box. It was dope. It was fun.
Yeah, dude, and that's a good attitude to have. Just going in there and doing what you do best, doing Mordred. And going back to Danny, does it sound local? It sounds like Bay Area good stuff. Sounds like Bay Area Mordred. So
that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah. Like it has that like flavor still in there. We won't be able to get away from that. Like we grew up on that. Like that was high school. I moved out from New York to California to go to high school, and that's what high school was all about. Like that sound. First was like Exodus, and then even after that, with like Metallica finally came up, and that crunch is just instilled. It's just part of me as a guitar player.
It is. I mean, once you're part of the Bay Area scene, it still is. Like I talk to a lot of people. The good thing about the Bay Area is everyone has their own sound, and you guys definitely. And I told Scott this on the last stream, and the name is fitting. You guys are like Mordred was the bastard son of King Arthur. You guys are like the bastard band of the Bay Area. You were a part of. You had your sound. You're
it's like a badge of honor now.
Part of it, but your guys are a part of it, but you're.
Like that.
We kind of do our own thing at the same time. Yeah.
Like Game of Thrones, Jon Snow, he was the bastard son of King, Ned Stark. You guys are like the bastard band.
Yeah.
And it's good, which is a good thing because you guys are unique. Very unique band. And you know what? And we can't forget the addition of Jeff Gomes on drums, which I think the drums on this record is awesome, dude. Awesome.
They smack, right? They just smack.
Yeah, dude. I mean, everyone's an original. Jeff came from Fungo Mungo and Merv, and Jeff, man, you added some thunderous, cool stuff and some funky beats, and you know the Mordred sound really well.
Bam.
So
yeah, Mordred was a challenge, to get used to playing their songs because they're very Danny's writing on those records that you guys loved so much before Dark Parade. Gannon's drumming was a challenge because I wasn't used to playing the arrangements like Mordred was. So learning Mordred for the first time was like, okay, I didn't really feel like I owned any of it for quite a while. Now I feel like I own it, but it took me a minute.
Yeah, but dude, it sounded like you've been in the band forever. That's how it sounds like to me. So you guys made a good choice on getting Jeff Gomes. I'm like, yeah, you got Jeff Gomes.
I don't know who else could do it.
It was a no-brainer.
Yeah. I mean, if it's
I was just very, very happy when we were going to do our 2014 tour, and I called up Jeff and I said, Jeff, would you want to do a tour? And he's like, what is this, Christmas? That was before he really dived into the or dove into the actual songs. And then after a while, he's like, I wish I didn't agree to this, maybe. But
no. What happened was if they would have played me the live record first, where they played stuff like at 180 BPM, I would have been like totally like, what? I can't play that, But I heard the records and I was like, okay, yeah. But the live, what's it called? Live in Europe or something like that, or London?
Yeah, it was at the Marquee.
In this live.
Yeah,
in this live video.
Oh my gosh, man, they're playing like 210.
Well, we were playing like we were on some kind of meth or something that night, man. We were playing everything like twice as fast.
Yeah,
I would look back and I'd be like, damn it, like slow down.
Trying to get the turntables to go faster than they actually could was a problem.
Everything was so fast. I kept asking Gannon to slow down, and he would just like, yeah, okay. And I was like, oh God. But I mean, it came out pretty tight though.
Pause had to turn his 33 1/3 up to 45 just to keep up, right?
Pushing it faster.
Here's a question I have for Pause. What records do you use for the scratching on some of these songs? How do you go about picking a record for a song?
So this time around, we actually make our own samples and sounds.
And why do we do that, Pause?
So we don't get sued.
Oh.
That's a big part of it. That's a big part of it. And plus, we don't have to pay out.
We make our own sounds. We mash stuff together and see. Yeah.
It's more fun to make our own sounds, I think, really. It then to like scroll through records of other things that we have potential to be, like these guys said, we've been sued before for using cuts in the past. And we, ever since a certain point, even back in the day, we would cut our own vinyl for with our own sounds on it for positive.
Baroness.
Yeah, the Baroness is off of our that Cuts, the Mordred Cuts record. So we've been doing that since back in the day. It took us one record and 2 times getting sued to never do that again.
Oh, so you make your own sounds and implement it into the music. So
yeah,
that's
exactly
smart move.
I mean, we might have an idea from something that's on record, but we'll take that and manipulate it and make it our own sound, like recreate it and make our own sound out of it.
Wow. I didn't know that. Smart move, man. Smart move. You don't want to get
like Malignancy. Like we do
that
on,
and you'll figure that stuff real fucking fast.
We do that on Malignancy. We took Scott's line, I'll put you under, and Scott scratches the line, the actual recording.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude. That's what that one scratch is. If you listen to it, that's what that comes from.
We're gonna listen to it, but first I do want to play my favorite song off this record. I want to get to your video towards the end.
Look at Scott smiling right now. Look at
Dragon for Bodies, dude. Dragon for Bodies, dude. That has such a groove. The riff, the drums, and some of the scratching that comes in just at the beginning, and right before the vocals come in, there's a little keyboard sound. That's a keyboard sample, right? Pause. Am I correct? I can hear it in the background.
It's not a sample.
It's
he
a
plays
Nord
it.
playing it.
Dude, it's, you know what? I'm going to play it for the viewers right now. I'm going to play it off YouTube, and I know the audio's there. And dude, I'm just not going to say that. I'm just going to play it. I want everyone to hear it. Everyone who's watching got to hear this song. It's my favorite song off the record. This
yeah, mine too.
All right. Dragon for Bodies. Here we go. Where's my, there it is. Let's do this. Play, motherfucker. It's not playing.
Oh.
What's going on here?
Oh.
Let me see if I shared my sound. What's going on? This never happened to me before, gentlemen.
Oh, get down, share the sound.
I'm trying to get down.
You know, Ted, we ain't mad at you. It's cool.
Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. This better fucking work. I was just listening to this today. There we go. That's a bad as fuck song, dude.
Wow.
That's a
Thanks,
really
man.
fucking killer song, man. I love the groove of it all, man.
Fun
Fuck
song
yeah.
to play.
It, dude. So how did you guys? How long did it take for you to write the Dark Parade? The whole album.
Oh, the whole album?
A long time.
Yeah, like 4 years.
4 years. God damn.
Well,
Well, why did it take so long, man?
Well, we wrote like probably 36 songs and asked them, oh, that, for whatever reason, we, like, that's not up to the level of Mordred. That's not up to the level of Mordred. And we just kept hashing it. And the other reason it took so long is because Danny was still living in New York. So he
Yeah.
could only come out here for like a week at a time or a couple weeks at a time. And it's difficult to write when Danny's not here. He's like, you know, really the main writer. And
So I'm gonna say like even longer than 4 because 2015 was when the whole I Am Charlie thing happened.
mhm,
Like that was I think that was the first tune for the record
yep.
when that happened.
Yep.
So that was like that was 6 years ago. It was 6 years ago.
Wow. So
Yeah.
total of 6 years on and off.
Yeah. Yeah. And it picked up steam, you know, towards like the middle of it or so. Like once I kind of decided to move, everything just kind of picked up steam.
Yeah, Danny was in New York, and he would send tracks back to us, and we started recording like I Am Charlie and
All Eyes on the Prize, I
All
think
Eyes
was
on the
one of the first.
Prize,
And then Dented Lives we already had.
and I would go track those songs without Danny here. When we started the process, and then when Danny came here, that's when things really livened up because we were able to track together drums and guitar. And that's when the rest of the, you know, Dark Parade and Dragging for Bodies and Malignancy and all those songs really came together in the studio and really started forming into real life, because everything before that was just kind of working off Danny's rough tracks. And it made it a little bit of a different recording experience at the beginning. But once he came back, you know, moved back here because his work allowed him, he just had a stroke of luck is what got this Danny back here, honestly. So it all worked out. But yes, it took us a while to write the record, but I think
we had our friend and 7th band member Chris Powell, and he would come down and sit in for Danny, and we wrote like maybe probably 6 or 8 songs. We ended up only using a couple on, like Demonic 7 was one of the ones, and The Baroness was written a long time ago with Chris, but there was a few, and we ended up tossing a couple of them. But a lot of the writing when Danny was away, we were doing with Chris, and Jim wrote a lot of those parts and stuff too. So it was
funny.
We were really trying hard to write good material, but you know, when you try hard to write good material, sometimes it falls short. And we were like getting pretty discouraged. And by the time Danny came out, he was like, well, don't be discouraged, fellas. Check out these tracks that I've been kind of working on, that I've been thinking about bringing in. And we're like, holy shit, thank God you're here, Danny. Oh my God.
Yeah, but you guys had that thank you for that. That's super cool. But you guys had Malignancy like worked out. Like that was
Jeff,
a tune.
Jeff wrote that tune.
Jeff.
The
Jeff
drummer
wrote the music for it and everything.
that,
He came in with
dope.
He came in and played the bass on it and showed everyone the song. And I'm like, you damn, dude.
Jeff Gomes, drummer.
That was the first song I had written that was the first song that I had written that made a record since Fungo Mungo, since Soldier Soul for Rock and Roll. That was the first song I had ever written all the way through its entirety. But Danny came through. Me and Scott, the topic of the song was so emotional that me and Scott were unable to write the lyrics. And then Danny came through and wrote the lyrics. And then Scott came up with all the melodies.
We had some lyrics and we had some melodies, but really I was not feeling them until Danny came through with the current lyrics that we have. And then I was like, oh shit, now this is going to be a good tune. Before I was questioning, like, is this one going to make it, whatever, but
you guys were super close to the idea of the song, so it was hard for y'all. So we just like sat around one night. We said, no, it's cool. We just sat around.
Something I wanted to add about Malignancy is Malignancy was my interpretation of what I thought Mordred would sound like with me playing drums from Fungo Mungo in it. Because the like parts of that song was like, I was like, what would it sound like if Fungo Mungo and Mordred merged? And we did that for a minute with Mofu, John.
And then we did merge.
Me and Scotty did for a minute with Mike Johnson and Matt Weininger. But we didn't write anything that was heavy.
That was
but and Pause was there too. But Malignancy was my version of what I wanted, what I wish, you know, Fungo and Mordred would sound like, and it just happened to be that everybody liked the song. So got lucky with that one.
And it's the video song, which I will play soon, but I am going to get to a fan video question that they sent for you guys. This guy's name is, the first one is Aki Ida from Las Vegas. I always get his name wrong, but I got it right.
Aki.
Check it out. This is for you guys right here.
Hi Ted, hi guys. This is Aki from Las Vegas. I was just wondering, what was it like for you guys to get back together and write and record music again? And for Jeff, what has it been like joining Mordred?
Well, if I could begin, hello, Aki, and thanks for the question. It was really, really a lot of fun, and that's why we did it.
Oh, did he freeze?
Yeah, he froze. But you know what's funny? How Scott has a
It
different
was just,
background.
Oh, there he goes.
Every time.
You froze for a minute, Scott, but you could answer his question. But before you do, we just like how you have different backgrounds all the time. That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah. I have a hard time sitting still for any
Okay.
amount of time. So, as you know, if you've ever been to a Mordred live show, you probably noticed that. Um, some people, like people that have cameras and things like that, say slow down, stop, but I can't.
But you could answer his question because you froze.
Oh, I froze. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
you did.
I was gonna say thanks for your question and the just getting together and playing when Danny was out visiting made us realize how much we loved and missed playing, and it really kind of sort of lit a fire. Like we could totally play, and it wasn't for any reason other than the organic and totally noble reason of like let's just play. We had no let's make a record, let's go anywhere, let's do anything. It was just like I miss playing with my brothers, and some of these songs I was just feeling really nostalgic for, especially stuff off the first record, believe it or not. I was missing all the kind of heavy stuff, and um, it was just really a fun time when we were getting together like that.
All right.
Totally.
How do you guys feel, Aaron and Pause? Excuse me, DJ Pause and Danny.
Either or. You can call me
Yeah.
whatever, bro. It was getting back together and doing this album. It was super fun for me. It was playing with Mordred was always a challenge in the concept of like being creative, and obviously was doing something different, from being a hip hop club DJ or a house party DJ. And any other band that I was rocking with before or even after wasn't the same as Mordred, as far as it didn't get my mind clicking and working and thinking overdrive and trying to come up with something that no one else has done before. And then getting back together with the Mordred brothers it just made me feel alive again.
Yeah.
I'd like to add to the Aki's second part of that is how do I feel about being in Mordred is I'm very lucky to be surrounded by a bunch of great musicians, but also a team of people that are willing to put in the work it takes to make shit happen. That's what's most important. You can write music, you can do all this stuff, but it's really hard when it's one thing if you got to work with a single songwriter that controls everything. But in Mordred, everybody puts in the effort that it takes to make everything happen. And that's at my age, I'm not really interested in being in a band where people don't pull their weight. So Mordred is a working band. Everybody in the band contributes. Everybody does stuff, whether it's loading gear, writing music. It's a team effort, and that means a lot. That means a lot. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see
I
that.
agree.
And Danny, how do you feel being back in Mordred again?
I mean, I got to go just being back in California first, because it's like, I fell in love with California all over again when I came back out, and I realized how much I missed people. I missed the people. I missed the weather. I missed them, and then I missed everybody that I knew, that I met here, that I grew up with, and I just missed. The Bay Area is a special place. It just is. And then there's these are my brothers. Like all of that together was incredibly like emotional for me and healing at the same time. Because when we broke up, I was like, I was kind of a mess for a couple of years, And I got better and went on with my life and stuff. But coming back, I had this healing happen to me. And then being able to like play this music that we hadn't played in so long. And it just felt like putting on old gloves, you know, just comfortable, it fits, and it's like it just felt great. It just felt great.
Yeah, it's good when everyone, you know, sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder. You know, everyone grows up, you know, they have to do other things. Then when you guys come back, you got, you know, you had to get whatever you got out of your system elsewhere. And you come back and go, hey, man, let's jam. Let's revisit some tunes. And the vibe is still there, but in a more mature way. And you guys just, you know, like
More mature. That's a very nice way of putting we're old as fuck now.
hey, man, come
More
on.
mature. No, I get that. No, and
come on.
sophisticated as well.
Got the crow's feet shit going on there. You know?
And you know, someone on the chat, there was a Scott Dockendorf posted this on the Facebook chat, and I could see it on my chat. Is Mordred a full-time gig? If not, what jobs are the guys in the outside do of Mordred? Always love to hear about other interests outside of music. That's from Scott Dockendorf.
Well, I can let Jeff speak for me on this because he's kind of my boss.
No. Scott and I worked together. That's how I met Scott. Was building Testament Studio where they recorded a bunch of records at. And I met Scott, and we just kind of hooked up. But one day I ended up being at Scott's house. Just talk about this little off subject for half a second. I went to Scott's house, and back in the day, I knew who Mordred was. But Fungo and Mordred at the same time were coming up. I never even seen Mordred, but seen them around. And then I go to Scott's house. I'm in his basement. I'm looking around. I'm like, man, you really like Mordred, looking at all his posters. And he's like, that's because I'm the singer. And I'm like, he had short hair, and all the posters he had long hair. I didn't even recognize him in his own posters. So that's how, and then we just hit it off. And that was maybe a year and a half later, he asked me if I wanted to play with him. And after we were working together for so long and got along, he asked me to play the tour with Mordred in 2014, and then one thing led to another there. But I'm in construction, Scott's in construction. You know, we work together.
That's funny. You thought you walked into a Mordred fanboy house, huh?
I was like, man, you really like these guys. That's pretty funny.
I'm jealous of all the stuff that he's got, man. Scott's got everything. Every t-shirt, every poster, every like Ampac videotape from like recording. It's like everything. I'm jealous. I'm just gonna take some stuff without you knowing it occasionally.
I keep giving.
Oh shit! I said that out loud. I can't do that.
I've got so many that I've collected over the years, and I've given to these guys over the years, and they keep losing their shit.
That's not true at all. What the fuck
are
you talking
please.
about?
Look, here's the fanboy room.
Where I made this recollection of Scott's in his basement right now where we were at, and I'm looking around the room going, wow, you really like these guys.
And then I think Pause, when he came down here and saw the basement, he goes, Scotty, you're the vainest motherfucker I know. Posters of yourself everywhere.
I did say that.
Hey, Pause, what do you do outside of music?
Studio engineer.
Oh, you're a studio engineer, huh?
Keeping all in the music, baby.
There you go. Are you producing, writing for other artists?
Doing a little production, mostly helping younger artists, put their stuff together and find their sound, stuff like that. I'm still doing some DJing here and there. Well, before COVID I was, but parties.
I think he froze, but it's okay. I could hear you. Pause. And I'm gonna get to another video question from a fan, but I checked this video out before I'm gonna play it. I think he's at a ball game, so it's really loud. So you might not hear what he says. So tune in, just take a listen. His name is Rui. So I'm gonna play it for you right now.
Greetings. What's up, guys? My name is Ruli Rahmat. I just want to say congratulations with the new records, Dark Parade. I really dig it a lot. I've been a fan since 1989. I saw the ad in one of the magazines. I was living in Indonesia at the time. So my question is, what inspired you to add a DJ set, to the music? and that is very original. It has been a journey for me to finally see you guys at the Killian and Comment show in San Francisco. Good luck with the rest of the show and an album. See you at the show. We love you guys.
I think he was at a ball game.
I think he was at a ball game.
Yeah.
But
That man
if he-
gets around.
Yeah. But he did ask, why add a DJ? I don't know if you heard that. And he was happy to see you guys at the Killian on Command show and looking forward to seeing more shows.
Yeah. Where you were playing with us at the Killian on Command show.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Pause is just getting in. I guess he got kicked out, but it's a good question. And Pause should be in here for this one.
Okay.
There he is.
There he is.
Pause, why did we add you? He's still trying to think about it. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got kicked off.
All right.
I don't know what happened.
There was a fan video question, Pause, and they asked the guys, why add a DJ to the band? And Scott said, why did we add you, Pause?
Well, that's a question for them. Why did you add me?
Well, I can say this. We met you before you played with us when you were playing with MCM the Monster. And we always were just hanging. He was our good friend. We would hang out with him, at the studio and out. They played a lot. And he added such a dimension to what they were doing that we were like, can you just come in and just, play with us for a song or two?
Just
and
for fun.
he's like, yeah, I'm up for that. And added an entirely other dimension that really wasn't present in the heavy music at the time. In fact, I don't know of anyone at that time in rock or metal or whatever that was really doing it, except for MCM and the Monster, of course.
Right.
And then Mordred.
Yeah.
We were on the heavy end of it. They were on more like the fun,
Heavy end of it.
party band kind of end of it.
Right.
And I was, when MCM and the Monster broke up, literally the next day, it was either Art or Gannon. I can't remember who it was, but the conversation went like, dude, I'm really sorry. That sucks. The band broke up. You want to join Mordred?
Now, Pause. What did you think of Mordred when you first heard of him?
Well, like Scott said, we had we'd known each other for a long time, and I'd seen them play before. Like MCM and the Monster and Mordred would do shows. We did shows together, and so I already knew, how heavy they were, and I was like, that shit is dope. But then when they asked me, I'm like, to join, I'm like, man, this is gonna be a challenge. This shit is gonna be fun as fuck. And I didn't know what it was gonna sound like or how it was gonna turn out.
The rest is history.
But in this life, just blew my mind. Just working, adding my parts in and saw how the puzzle pieces fit together. I was like, all right, that
was a fun record to put together, man. It was just so many different parts and layers and samples and this and that and the other thing. It was like this big soup of parts that just came together. That was fun making that record.
Yeah,
it really was.
It was, and it just challenged me, not as in being a DJ and just scratching a wiggy here or there. It was actually doing stuff on the record that if you don't see us live, you don't think that I'm doing it. You might think it's something else. You might think it's a guitar. You might think it's vocals, but it's actually me doing those parts.
Man, I know. I mean, getting back to In This Life for a little bit, that's such a unique record. And I think I mentioned this to Scott on the last stream, and I mentioned it to a lot of people. And I was talking about it with my wife, Trisha, this morning as we were listening to the Dark Parade.
Oh, please tell Trisha we said hi.
I will. There's a lot of bands that came after you with the DJs and, the Limp Bizkits and whatnot. And there's so many of those bands that came out like early 2000s that I don't think.
No comment.
Right. I don't think did it, to me, didn't do it right because you guys had elements of, good guitar riffs, vocal melodies, guitar solos. You were able to blend funk with thrash and some rock and some soul. And I was just telling her this morning, if you guys were on the same playing field as all these bands, same production, if you got the lights, if you got the sound, if you got even score with these guys, you would crush everyone.
Well, Rage Against the Machine was pretty good.
Yeah,
Out
they
of
were good.
that group of artists that kind of came up a little bit after Mordred. And there was Papa Roach on that first record. There was a couple things that
Yeah, I think Rage is my favorite out of that whole group, personally.
yeah, for sure, definitely.
Mm.
But there was even some Slipknot with
Yeah.
some DJing stuff, in their kind of earlier
You,
period.
you guys started it all. I wish,
Well,
like I said, if you were
Well,
on the same
that's
playing field,
cool.
you
That's
would
cool.
crush.
If that's true,
Oh, well,
that's cool. But
Thanks
I mean,
for saying that, but the whole thing is, I think it's a little difficult for us to sort of say we're this or that, and that somebody else didn't achieve whatever they did too. It's like maybe it's done in a different way, and I'm like, people liked it, whatever. I'm not trying to be like, oh man, we came out too early or any of that kind of stuff. It's just we did
life
what we did
happens.
when we did the way we did it, and
Yeah.
then hopefully we influenced other people to do things later that was cool. And not everything that we influenced people to do was cool.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. People influence us. We influence people. It's inevitable. This is the cycle of music and creation. We have artists that we look to that inspired us, and we play certain things a certain way, and invariably, I think that happens with every band.
But
It
yeah,
does.
we would have liked to have that production, Ted. That was part of your question there. And
That would
I
have
mean,
been that would have been
if
cool.
we'd have had that kind of great production, man,
It would have been over, dude.
mm,
People would have took note and said, "Oh, that's how it's really done." And you know what? It's also part of being in the Bay Area. There's something in the Bay Area water too. I mean,
It's true. It's
right?
true, man. It's true. That's why I came back.
Yeah, there's just something about just music, the water, the people, the vibe is just something that influenced the writing. And you know what? I'm going to play
well,
your
I can
video.
say that what influenced a lot of the people in this Bay Area scene here is that Metallica back in the day
That's
did
true.
something different. Okay,
Yep.
they
Yep.
didn't sound like anybody else. They did their own thing, and
That was inspiring.
that right there, we loved back when when I was a teenager and Kill 'Em All came out and stuff. That
Yep.
was like it blew my mind. I loved it. I loved it. But I didn't want I wanted to create my own thing like they did. I didn't want to sound like them, although I love their sound.
Yeah.
Or like other bands, they inspired me. And I loved Exodus. That was my favorite from back in those days. Went to high school with the guys in Possessed. I mean, I loved all that stuff, but really it was Metallica's influence and um the way they created their own sound, that really, really was inspiring, with Mordred creating our own sound. And anyone want to elaborate on that a little?
No, man. That pretty much
You said it.
you pretty much said it, man. That's where it started for me. I was in LA, and Sven called me up, and he was like, "Dude, you got to get back up here." And I was like listening to Dawkins and Rat and Warren DeMartini and playing all these like LA Hollywood solos, and not really digging on the music as much. Like, it was cool, it was all right, whatever. And he's like, check this band out. They're something's on fire up here. And he played me some of the early stuff from Metallica, and I was like, holy shit, this is okay. And then like a month later, I'm like, I'm going back up to the Bay Area because that's what was going on at the time. That fire was lit, and I just wanted to be close to it.
Oh, freezing.
Yeah, I get what you mean. They inspired people to, they created a new sound, and it inspires a lot of bands, Possess, Exodus, and all that. We want to create our new sound. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
necessarily we want to be a replica of them. Nah, we just let's create a new sound. Let's create us. So Exodus has their sound. You have your sound. Death Angel has their sound. Possessed. Everyone. That's what's so good about the Bay Area. Everyone sounds different from each other, and a lot of that's probably why the Bay Area sounds so popular worldwide, because it's different.
I agree.
Different
Oh, there he goes again.
There he goes again.
in itself. I love it too. And violence included.
Yeah.
Forbidden. It was a great time to grow up, and we all were like high school kids doing this.
Yeah.
So that was a fun way to come up.
Awesome.
Going to root these in every night, and you never know who you're going to see, or you knew who you're going to see, but you would see great bands like Sacrilege and of course Exodus played all the time. There was a secret Metallica show there. And then like Circle Jerks would come play.
Spastic Children, man.
Fang, all these bands from LA, Suicidal Tendencies, Slayer. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of bands. So now we're gonna get to your new video here that we're getting, Malignancy. And I noticed
from the old to the new.
Yeah, from the old to the new. Let's do that, because that's what we're here. This song's awesome, and I noticed what I really noticed in the video visually, like Pause, you stepped up. You're not using real vinyl nowadays. You're not scratching. What's going on here? You updated the technology.
Well, that, and also turntables are heavy as fuck. That's why they call them wheels of steel. Lugging them motherfuckers around ain't fun.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good point. It's just like talking to an old school band. We're not bringing a B3 and a Leslie speaker. We're just bringing this keyboard. Still gets the same sounds, but I'm not carrying this heavy stuff. What's up? All right, man. We're gonna play this video, and there's some special guests in this video. Let's see if people could
pick out some voices.
Yeah. Let's
couple cameos.
This. Yeah. Okay. Let's come on, play.
We got that.
Oh, it's taking a while. It does it again. Let's do this.
Well, it looks good, man.
It looks good. I don't know why my sound. What's going on?
This is not for the light-hearted.
Doesn't matter what you want to do. It doesn't matter what you want to say. Doesn't matter if you've been unkind. Doesn't matter who you left behind. I want your voice silent. I want your soul free. I want your brain violent. I want your blood today. I wait. I'm blind.
Good tune, guys. Good
Thank you.
tune.
Thank you.
Yay.
Wow, Zandora LaVey really steals the show though with that's Satan's favorite angel,
Oh yeah,
Zandora
is that
LaVey,
is that Anton LaVey's daughter?
granddaughter.
Granddaughter. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Guys, now a new record out. It's on. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's on M Theory.
That is correct.
Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, it's on M Theory.
M Theory Audio.
M Theory Audio, and we're gonna type the URL into the comment section of Facebook. So if you guys want to order physical copies, you could get it there, or if you want to stream. But I think you should order the physical copy because the album artwork is amazing to look at, man. There it is, right there. Jeff Gomes got it.
Oh, I haven't cracked my copy yet. I didn't look at it yet because I'm like, I don't want to take it out of this plastic.
I've been playing on the little cheapy vinyl player we got. It sounds just good as on a good one.
Dude,
Yeah, I have a good friend that has like a serious audiophile setup, and I'm gonna go over and listen to it on his system. He was giving me the blow by blow when he got the record though, and he's like, from song to song, he's like, I'm not this, that, so many comments. But I'm excited to hear it on a really good system.
Oh,
I'd also like to pump our EP Volition. It's got some really good tunes on it. Love of Money, which is our video, but also Not For You, which is one of the favorite songs that we really had a struggle figuring out which album to put it on. I really wanted on Dark Parade, but it ended up being on Volition, but you got to get Volition too.
All right.
There you go.
It all was recorded at the same time.
Yes.
And we recorded a bunch of songs thinking that we would, have more than enough. And then we ended up liking the songs and made an EP out of them.
All right. Now, is that one with M Theory Audio as well?
No.
No, that's ours. That's completely put out by us.
You can get it out of the trunk of our cars or directly from us. No, I believe M's Theory is selling that for us too.
Yeah, they're helping us out getting it out there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
and everyone wins when you get it from them. And we can't say enough how great it is working with M Theory. They've been just really
shout
great
out to Marco Barbieri for getting in touch and just being like
he's just been great. And I would highly recommend them to any other groups that wanted to get their music out there. He's done great for us and great for a whole bunch of other bands, and we're real happy with him.
Yeah,
awesome, dude. Yeah, Marco's a good dude. Now, before I close this out, before I get to something different, that Scott, something has changed since the last time you've been here. But before I get to that, is there any touring plans for Mordred?
It's hard right now. We're talking about it.
Man,
we want to do it. We've got this. There's a little thing going around right now that's kind of getting in the way.
Want to? Of course we want to go play live. We want to do it all, but we're all, just like you guys, waiting for everything to mellow to frick out so we can get out there and do what we want to do.
Also, too, because everything was canceled for a year and a half or postponed, all the venues are booked up, and nobody's really, like, our tour agent isn't really booking anything new. It's just fulfilling older obligations. So really nothing's going to be opened up for us till 2022, unless we put together a small run that we were talking about possibly doing maybe in December. Just a few dates on the West Coast, and then possibly a few dates on the East Coast.
If that makes sense.
If we can pull that together and make that work, then we'll be able to get out in this year, near the end. But we're hoping for the best for 2022 to, kind of give us the opportunity to play again.
Well, I hope it happens, man, because, I'm glad you guys are back together. I'm sure a lot of people are glad you guys are back together. And I think the world needs the style of Mordred in their lives,
Well, thank you.
I'm going to go old school, in their Walkman, in their iPod, in their Spotify, in their home.
You said Walkman.
I said
That's
Walkman.
right.
That's right, DJ Pause. You know what's up. You know what I mean?
I still say Walkman.
All right. What I do for all my for all my episodes, when I close out my episodes, I have 12. It's called the Dirty Dozen. I have 12 questions I'm gonna fire at you guys, and you got to answer.
Fire away.
All right.
Okay.
You ready? All right.
Yeah.
Mild or spicy?
Spicy.
Icy.
Oh, Danny.
Spicy. I said
Oh,
spicy.
all of you guys are spicy. I didn't. Whoa.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah.
I thought I heard a mild in there.
Yeah, I thought I heard a mild.
I said hot.
Oh,
Mild or spicy,
He
Jeff?
gotta
didn't
go
ask
against the
for
grain.
hot.
Spicy.
Okay, spicy. Okay, here we go. Dogs
Okay.
or cats?
both.
Both.
Dog.
Dog.
What was the question?
Dogs and
Dogs
cats.
or cats?
Dogs or cats?
Oh, both.
Okay, good.
I'm allergic to some cats, so nah.
Okay,
And I'm gonna go in so far as to say all, pet like animals. I
All
dig
right.
them all.
here's one. A movie you could watch over and over again.
Idiocracy.
Oh brother, where art thou?
Goodfellas.
Purple
Pause.
rain.
Purple Rain.
Purple rain.
Oh, yeah.
Rain. Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Woo. All right.
I guess I'd say Under the Cherry Moon too, because I've seen that a million times.
Cool. Your biggest pet peeve.
Breaking strings.
That's a new one.
Projects left undone.
Oh, projects left undone. How about you,
Hmm.
Pause?
Getting somewhere on time.
Scotty.
Geez, I guess getting enough sleep.
Ah. Okay. Here's one. What time does your alarm clock go off?
I don't need one. I get up at 6 o'clock. I'm an old man.
Oh,
5:45.
I don't even have a
5:45 for
clock in
Jeff
my
Gomes.
bedroom.
All right. Your internal clock. Let's just go internal clock then.
Oh, if I could
Project.
just if I could just wake up when I wanted to every day, it'd be 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's
wish I
late
could
now.
do
Today I got up
Yeah.
at 5:45.
I get up with the sun, man.
That makes me sad just to hear that you
I'm
did
up
that, Jeff.
before the sun, like 5:30.
Oh
Pause is up
God,
early before the sun. He said before the sun.
Ooh,
Man.
that's when I go to sleep.
All right, man. Here's one.
Vampire.
Here's one for you guys because you guys are so musical. A song you love to sing when you're all alone.
Hmm.
Do, 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 do,
There's
do,
so
do.
many.
I don't know why. It's like an earworm, though. It kills me that it won't go away. It
It's
happens
catchy.
when I'm alone. It happens when I'm alone.
Oh my God,
Okay,
there's so many. Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so many,
really.
but just off the top of your head, my gentleman. Come on.
Um,
We all have that song. It differs every day, or if
It differs every day, but I like "You Losing Me" from Ann Sexton. I sing that a lot, just when I'm just kind of doing stuff. But I go from that into some Hank Williams drifting cowboy stuff, into the thing is I'm all over the place, and I couldn't
Yeah.
pick one because I sing all the time, all day long. Sorry, Jeff. He knows that too.
Oh, I guess there's so many good songs, but I like "Traffic and Weather" by Fountains of Wayne.
okay.
Yeah. Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
We often listen to that while we're working. I'd never really heard of them before Jeff, and he really turned me on to them. They got a lot of great songs.
All right. Pause. How
I
about
guess
you?
I'll have to check them out a little bit.
It is kind of hard to answer that, but lately,
Yeah, lately.
Aretha Franklin's "Rocksteady's" been sticking in my head.
Yeah, there you go. So, just in case everyone doesn't know who's watching, whatever Danny was humming, and I will say it, it's Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charmed
Yeah.
Life. How do I know that? Because it's one of those songs that
It's
just
just one of those songs. It just. I'm sorry.
Dude,
I
dude,
get it,
dude.
dude. I get it. It's so
It's just.
That's all good. One of my Fungal brothers on that.
oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
the bass player from Fungo Mungo is the bass player from Third Eye Blind,
Yeah.
also,
Man, that
and Mofu.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And-
That's a funny connection.
Yeah.
there you go.
That's
All
a
right, here,
trip.
hey,
Now
gentlemen,
you know.
your dream vacation.
Take me to Greece. I'm ready to go to Athens right now. Let's go.
Every day's a holiday.
I think I'd say Fiji would be one place I'd really love to see, and just work my way through that chain of islands all the way up through Indonesia and off to maybe Thailand, and through the peninsula, I guess.
Yeah, Bermuda, I would say, or maybe Italy, like what's that one area? Well, Venice I've been to, but there's like a pont. I can't remember the name
Genoa?
of the place right now. No, it's not.
Not on the
Genoa.
Riviera.
No, it's not Ponte Vecchio. Oh, it'll come to me. I can't remember the name of the place, but it's just gorgeous. I want to go.
Pause. How about you, Pause?
Check out South Africa.
South Africa?
South Africa, or also on my bucket list is Australia.
Oh yeah, Australia's nice, man. Australia's nice. I mean, I just been to the cities, but I'd like to check out the outbacks. Okay.
Oh, you lucky dog! You been there?
To Australia, but not the outbacks. But Australia's great. It's great. It's great. I love it out there.
Well, next time you guys go anywhere like cool like that, could you just see if they want another old school Bay Area band to go with them?
Throw you guys in the hat. How about
I'm
that?
a little dude. I can fit in a suitcase.
I know, really. I mean, I could fit pretty much anywhere too.
Okay.
In your gear or whatever.
Hey, I'm gonna put you guys on the spot here. One thing about you that probably annoys others.
Oh wow. Breaking strings.
I'm always
I smell like a walking spa.
I think my hyperactivity probably annoys people sometimes.
Yeah.
I smell like
I mean, where do I
things.
start? I probably have so many annoying qualities. You should better ask these guys what annoys them about me.
No, dude, you're perfect in every way.
Pause. Pause. It seems like you're not a fan of tardiness.
No, I'm always late.
Oh, you're always late. Oh man, that's my pet peeve. I don't like tardiness, man. I can't stand tardiness.
Sorry,
if you're always late,
don't get into a band with Pause. No, I'm sorry,
dude. We got to tell Pause like shit happens like an hour early for him to get there on time.
Well, he's probably,
my family does that.
We learned that years ago, though. I mean, we've been doing this since like 90, where we're like, oh man. But okay. Just tell Pause it's an hour to an hour and a half before it actually is, and he'll be
reverse psychology. But we gave up on that too.
Gentlemen,
Jeff, I see you're modeling the record there. What's your pet peeve?
Jeff?
Oh, I said I'd probably that. Oh, pet peeve?
No. What's one thing about you that probably annoys others?
Oh, when I come to practice, smell like a walking spa. They got so much oil on that these guys are always like, dude, I smell like peppermint or some kind of oil because I put so much on before I play.
Oh,
they're probably sick of me by now.
Actually, that's one thing that's not annoying. It's like Jeff's playing and he's sweating, and then he walks by you and you think like, oh man, and he smells really good.
It smells like a spa.
That's weird.
All right, gentlemen, what is your favorite smell?
Oh, dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate. Wow, that's a new one.
I don't know if I should say it, but my wife's pheromones.
I like the smell of Cleveland sage in my garden. It smells really awesome.
There you go. Pause.
Weed.
Oh man.
Yeah, actually, nothing like good smelling weed for sure.
Actually, he's kind of right there too.
Okay. But I like all your answers. Man. That's awesome. All right. An instrument you wish you could play.
A what you could play? What?
An instrument.
Lap steel.
Lap steel for Scott Holderby.
I wish I could play the flute.
You could add that in.
Saxophone.
All right, saxophone. Pause.
Standing next to Danny and practice on stage, I would have to say guitar.
Yeah, Danny does shred, man. Danny has a style. I like his style.
I would have to say, being a guitar player, we're all frustrated drummers. So I'd really, really, really want to get good at drums. Like,
yeah, it seems like I've had a lot of guitar players on here, and they always seem to. I wish I could play drums.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's like that. Yeah, there's an inner child that just wants to smash.
All right, guys. On a scale of 1 to 5, how good of a dancer are you?
Ooh.
Uh,
Wait, how many
Yeah.
drinks have I had?
right.
Hey, man, I'm just asking the question. You just got to give me the answer.
I
Wait,
think probably I'm a
Before old
3.
man back problems. No.
How about you? Come on, pause. A scale of 1 to 5, bro.
Well, like I said, before old man back problems, yeah, I'd give myself a nice 5. But now it's like oh God. I don't know. I'm not even trying.
All right.
I'd say sober 3 and not sober maybe a 4.
Oh, dude, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. And the final question is, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
Bacon, eggs, and a little tiny little tortilla with Irish cheese on it.
Ah, that sounds good.
I
Jeff.
ate like a handful of figs right off my tree.
Well, Mr. Organic Man, right on.
Yeah, man, figs are right in bloom right now. Every morning they're ripe on the tree. Just grab a handful and grub them
Oh
down.
man, nothing better than a good fig.
Yeah. Scotty.
Mhm.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna eat right after this here.
Okay.
But I guess just weed was my breakfast so far.
Wake and bake.
Oh, definitely.
DJ
I smoke
Pause.
like Rasta.
How about you, Pause, my man?
Like Rasta. I had an avocado.
Ooh, everyone's. Oh, we're getting to that point of health.
Bunch of hippies.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining me on the live and streaming. I really appreciate it. Love the record. Everyone who's watching, we posted the link on the Facebook comment page where you can get the physical copy streaming. Go follow these guys. They have a Facebook page, Mordred, Instagram page, Mordred Band. Check them out. Follow them. This new album's awesome. Everyone should check it out. Very, very unique. So
Thanks,
please,
Ted.
everyone, please
Right on,
say
Ted.
goodbye to Scott, Danny, Pause, and Jeff from Mordred, the band. Look, I'm sporting today, old school stuff. Everyone should check them out. Guys, stick around when I'm done with the stream. Let's chat for a bit. So everyone, have a good fucking Saturday and weekend, and I will see you.
Thanks for
hopefully next-
coming.
Thanks, Ted. Thanks everybody
Right
out
on,
there.
man.
Thanks,
Power
Ted.
Thanks
brothers.
everyone for tuning in
Thank
too.
you,
Yes.
everybody that's out there watching.